Bang bang boogie. We back again with a fresh one. Yeah. Hold on. I forgot to do my introduction. Here we go though. It's all good. We live. We make mistakes. Yeah, I know it's late. Bang bang boogie. We getting back into the groove of things, baby. I'm starting to feel good about this thing again. It's all right. It's all right. You know what I'm saying? Um, I should have put my boon on a little different, but that's all good. So I got my little new setup here. I'm still working with folks. Uh, it's gonna be a work in progress. Before we get started, though, I like to say, please do this: like, comment, subscribe, share all this good information we're gonna start getting. Today, we're gonna talk about the playoffs. Playoffs just started. NBA, I mean, NFL playoffs haven't started, but pretty sure it's pretty much set. I gotta look at it again, but I'm pretty sure it's pretty much set. Maybe just the seedings. Yeah, the let's see. They said, okay, there's one spot, Detroit and Seattle. That's not set. But anyway, for the most part, it's set. So we're gonna talk about that a little bit, and then we got a special talk. Something a little late, but since I just got back to it, we're gonna talk about it anyway. Though we're gonna talk about it anyway. Though we're gonna talk about it anyway. Though anyway, we're gonna talk about Skip and Shannon, undisputed. Pretty sure all you guys have seen it over the weeks. We're just gonna talk about it a little bit and see what you guys think. Comment, subscribe, like, share, all that good stuff. And I always know a nice sponsor of this show on all streaming flat platforms is D Minds Music. Yeah. Also, man, look, I don't know how many people watching, but I'm gonna repeat this throughout the show. Wednesday, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna set it up for about 8 o'clock Wednesday. This Wednesday, we have a special episode with a special guest, and you definitely don't want to miss it. We're gonna have a song debut. Yeah, we're gonna have a song debut Wednesday. Y'all check your boy out. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna start out with this playoff seeding. Um, by the way, I don't know. This is the first time in I don't know how long. All three Florida teams made the playoffs. I don't even know the last time the Dolphins made the playoffs. The Bucks have made it. Obviously, this is the third year in a row. Before that, before we got Tom Shady, last time we had made the playoffs was back in like 2008, 2009, when we still had John Gruden as the coach. I think it was his last year or something like that, or second to last year. Um, I think that was the last time the Bucks made the playoffs out of these three. The Jaguars, I'm not sure. Well, they made it a few years ago. I do know when they still had Jalen Ramsey. So, but this should be fun. It should be fun. The Bucks, just to go into it a little bit, the Bucks, my Bucks, that's my team. Uh, I don't think we're looking so good. This room kind of echoing. I gotta get some stuff to put on the walls. But it's a work in progress. But anyway, my Bucks not looking too good. Um, I, I mean, one of the few drives Brady had today looked pretty good, looked solid. I think it was 13 for 17, one TD, looked pretty good. But I don't trust our team yet. Let me see. Give me about before the playoff starts this weekend or next weekend. I'm sorry. We gotta see. Pretty much, I have more predictions of what I think is gonna happen. Um, we our offensive line is pretty much all we were missing from last year. We're missing um, Marpet. He just retired on us. I understand why. I've been a football player, and if you obviously seen Monday Night Football, then you know why. Things can happen. That's speculative, also. But anyway, um, we lost, I think, like three offensive linemen. So that's major when you're talking about football. Uh, if you go back to the '90s when we had the Dallas Cowboys, that's when I liked the Cowboys. And then you have Barry Sanders, who ended up retiring what I thought was early. But hey, um, we got to think about what was always said. If Barry Sanders had the offensive line that Emmett Smith had, ain't no telling what would have happened. There's no telling. Barry Sanders had broke down everything almost on that team, and his his career kind of suffered for it, and I believe that's probably why he retired early because they wouldn't let him out of that contract. So just something to think about. Uh, so basically what I'm saying is that's major. When we talk about offensive line in football, that is major, major dealings. When it comes down to 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 the Bucks, our offensive line has been super weak. Our defensive line surprisingly has been weak, but then who did we lose? We lost Sue. I don't know why they decided not to pay Ndamukong Sue this year. I don't know, but we needed something to solidify that defensive line, something to solidify the offensive line. And as the Bucks team, we didn't get it. We didn't get it, so I don't know. I mean, like I say, if Brady, they consider him the goat, so maybe he could pull something out. Ooh, well, excuse me. Maybe he can pull something out. You know what I'm saying, and get the Bucks deep into the Super Bowl. I doubt it. I personally, at this moment, think that the AFC representative is going to be the Buffalo Bills. But like I say, we'll talk about that a little later. You know what I'm saying? Um, who else we got? The Miami Dolphins and we got the Jaguars. I think the Jaguars are a good up and coming team. They got solid offensive firepower. Hold on. Y'all hit at your boy. YouTube Gates Open Media. Anyway, they got nice offensive firepower. I'm not real sure about the defense. I didn't watch them too much this year, but my boy Chris Jones, you know what I'm saying? I see you, Chris. He hey, he down here in Charlotte County. This man loved the Jaguars. He was at the game today. He and the son. So that's great. He got Jaguar thing. And when I say a diehard, I mean diehard. Diehard. This man loves his Jaguar. So I don't have to get Chris on the show one day. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna try to get Chris on the show as a Jaguar fan, see what he got to say about his team. And hey, it is what it is. We gotta get some Dolphin fans. My boys over there at Sit and Politic. They love some Dolphins. You know what I'm saying? And it's one interesting thing also about the Dolphins. Think about if Dan Marino was in this era. Oh my God. If Dan Marino was in this era, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. I would love to see it. It's like saying if Michael Jordan was in this era. I would love to see a Dan Marino. And Dan Marino was the truth. Went to the Super Bowl, I believe it was his rookie year, in '85. I would love to see Dan in this wide open offense. They're not even. I mean, now you have 2 and 3 running backs for some teams. That was rare back in the day. You had a power back, you had an Emmett, you had a fullback, and in the I formation. You very rarely spread the field out, spread the players out like that back in the day. Now this is almost everything. They run so many different plays from that position, empty backfield, one running back, so many different things that they do now compared to then. Dan Marino, man, I would love to see Dan Marino in today's football. Now, Dan Marino was never the fastest guy in the world, obviously. So you do have quicker and faster defensive ends. And kind of like football when it comes to basketball. And I'm trying to stay on topic, but I just want to talk about this for a second. It really is. I know I do it all the time. We do it all the time when we end up debating, but it's real tough to talk about different. It's real tough to go across eras. It really is. I mean, think about it. So just think about the sport of football today how it was compared to back in the 70s and 80s, even the 90s, early 2000s. Just think about where the game was before CTE. I mean, obviously there was CTE, but they supposedly didn't have any information on it. And the rule changes. Like Tom Brady couldn't be playing. If we all being serious, and Tom Brady would not be playing without the rule changes. It just is what it is. I'm not saying Tom Brady couldn't play back in the 80s and the 90s and the early 2000s. That's not what I'm saying. But what I am saying is Tom Brady would not be playing today if the rule change if the rules didn't change to where they are now. Um, Same thing. Yeah, y'all go to sit in politics. Y'all holler at your boy over here. YouTube at Gates Open Media. Same thing with basketball. I mean, trying to say Jordan's better than LeBron, LeBron better than Jordan. I mean, obviously, I'm a Jordan fan, and I truly believe Jordan's better than LeBron. But the era of basketball has changed drastically since Jordan was in the league. The era of basketball has just, oh my God, it's just way different. There are certain players who played back in the day who can't play today. Not because they're not talented enough. They will have to adjust their game so much. Just think about a John Lynch. Think about a John Lynch playing football today compared to, compared to back when he played 90s and in the early 2000s. Think about Brian Dawkins. Stop it. These guys they would have to majorly adjust their game. Not that they couldn't play, but they wouldn't have the same impact that they have. They wouldn't have the same impact that they had then. They wouldn't have it now. People say Jordan would average 50, and I know I'm jumping sports. I kind of got off topic, but they say Jordan would average 50. That's what some of the older players say if he played in today's league. And people say, "Oh, he wouldn't do that." Blah blah blah. But you must understand what you must understand is that Jordan averaging 50 because of the rules of the game. Go back and please. No, Isaiah Thomas talking all that noise. Oh, they changed the rules because of him and da 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 da. And he beat up on Jordan. This, that, and the other. Look, they were about to kill people. Go back and look at that game where Scottie Pippen had looked like about an inch in diameter, not on his head. The game couldn't stay that way. I mean, just being serious, where you could hand check and literally push. I mean, put your hand on that hip and push the guy where you wanted him to go, guide him where you want them to go. Let's be serious, man. Like all this stuff. I mean, as one guy say, Isaiah Thomas the GOAT. Man, stop it. Isaiah Thomas has said at times Jordan was the GOAT. I mean, he flip flop now, and now he say LeBron. Then he's one time was saying Kareem. So he really don't know. You know what I'm saying? He really believes Jordan was the GOAT. And I pull up the tape. But anyway, that wasn't the discussion today. And then we got the Miami Dolphins. I think of all the three teams out of Florida, the Miami Dolphins with a healthy Tua will have the best chance to win the Super Bowl. Do I think they're going to win the Super Bowl? That answer is no. But with a healthy Tua, and a healthy those two wide receivers, Waddle and Tyreek, them boys trouble. I mean, I even picked Tua up on my fantasy football, and almost every week I was getting 20-something points, which is solid from the quarterback position. Yeah. So we have to. I think we have to give the Dolphins their credit. They brought in a young coach from what I was seeing, from what I heard. Some of the Dolphins fans saying like, "Oh man, I don't know about this coach. Da 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 da. Can he handle the locker room? Can he do this? Can he do that? And can he do this? And can he do that?" I was like, I don't know. I mean, we have to see. Have to see. I boy be switching cameras on them. Yeah, I'm gonna get this thing set up a little better next time. But anyway, I think the Dolphins has the better shot to go deeper into the playoffs. The Bucks, like they might not get past the first round or first Whatever. But we're gonna talk about that later in the week, probably Friday or Saturday. I'm pretty sure Saturday will be a football game. We're gonna talk about that before it comes around. Um, and then some people say Tom Shady trying to go to California. Trying to well, they first said California, but California they had Purdy, whatever his name is playing pretty good. Then they got Trey, what's his name? Lance, is it Trey Lance or something like that? That got hurt this year. So they're basically saying that they're pretty set at quarterback. But if you get Tom Brady, you're getting them, I guess, a year or two. But I thought Tom was going to retire after this year and just be done with it. But some people saying that they thought originally he was going to go to California and play for the Redskins, but now it's seeming like now they're saying he's going to Las Vegas. And they did just bench Carr, so we know Carr's not going to be the starting quarterback there next year unless they possibly get a new coach. I don't see that happening. So we'll see. We'll see. And then so that leaves the door open for Tom Brady if he wants to go back into football. Some people say, "Oh, well, he lost his girl, his wife," and honestly, I mean, outside of children and the camaraderie you have like that, I don't think Tom Brady's really worried about the children. I meant the wife, just like she's not worried about him. She got a ton of money, he got a ton of money. They just move on. I mean, that's what I believe. That's 100% what Tom ain't hurting, she ain't hurting. It wasn't even. I mean, it's so crazy that it wasn't even a month after the official divorce. Hell, I don't even think it was 2 weeks. She was out with some dude, the karate teacher or some mess. So you already know something was going on. She with the kids' karate instructor, and now all of a sudden she's on a date with this guy. Soon as the divorce is final, but that's the world we live in today. And that's a whole nother topic for another day. A whole nother topic for another day. Hey. But yeah, man. So what I wanted to roll into, we are about 18 minutes deep. I just figured we just had to bring this up. I just felt like, you know, do I have to let me see if I can bring this up. So now we just gonna roll into Shannon. Shannon and Skip on being undisputed. And I'm gonna try to break this thing down a little bit very quick. We're gonna get through this thing about 30 minutes, maybe even less. Once again, special guest Wednesday. Special guest Wednesday. Yeah. Anyway, let's try to get over here. Is it let me okay, I know what I gotta do. Hold on. I'm getting new at this thing. Y'all gonna mess around let your boy. Boop. Boop. Okay, that one. So I'm gonna break this one down. This is when this video here is when Shannon and Skip was going at it. This is fair use anyway. Of when Skip this disrespected Shannon over Tom Brady. So we're gonna break this one down and let y'all just I just want y'all to hear what I think. Here we go. And y'all tell me what y'all think.
Activity is just straight Brady hate. Wait a minute. This is just straight hate by a guy who's jealous that he is still playing at a high level at 45 when you had to stop at 35.
Yeah, that's what you.
Now, why would Skip? I mean, why would Shannon be jealous of Tom Brady? I don't understand that. Where does that even come from? I don't believe Shannon is jealous of Tom Brady at all. I mean, yes, the rules changed, but they changed for the quarterback. They didn't change for the tight end. I mean, yeah, you probably gonna get hit a little less, but at 35 years old, you still playing at a high level. Back then, when he retired, I mean, I think he retired in like 2010, 11. I don't know what it was, but somewhere around there when Shannon retired, the game was different. I mean, it wasn't like super drastically different, like going back to the early 90s and stuff like that, but the game was different. So there's no way Shannon is I'm jealous of Tom Brady. That's just crazy. There we go.
That's the point.
That's what you do. Every time I call something into question, I'm jealous.
No,
Skip, I did what
I never
did.
said you were jealous of Baker Mayfield.
Skip, I did what I did. You make it seem like I was a bum. I'm in the effing Hall of Fame.
Okay,
I got 3 Super Bowls.
So what?
So what?
He's way better than you were.
I'm better than
Way
you.
better.
Skip, what does I got to see what you do? You
Right there. He got 3. Go. Go. No. Go. Dog in here. Go. So he said, Shannon said, I got 3 Super Bowls. You know what I'm saying? For tight end, Shannon's considered one of the greatest tight ends of all time to play the game. Never has Shannon been considered one of the greatest players to play the game. I mean, when we're talking about players, Tom Brady isn't even one. I mean, he's the best quarterback. But when we say like players, one of the best, athletes, I consider him really like, I mean, that sounds crazy, like an athlete. But let me change that. I think the greatest football player of all time is Deion Sanders. That's my personal. But Tom Brady is the best quarterback of all time, but they're not the best football player of all time. But my bad, I'm getting off topic. But let's go. But right now, they was just talking about how he think he's jealous.
You take personal shots.
No, I don't take personal shots. You started it.
Time out. You would take a personal shot at me.
I didn't take a personal shot at you.
Wait a minute.
What are you talking about?
You would take a personal.
Put your glasses back on.
Right there. That's the one that got me. We're gonna replay that right quick. So this is the one that really got me like, whoa.
You would take a personal.
Put your glasses back on.
Did y'all hear that? That's the part that got me. Let's see. I don't even know what he did. Did he put him back?
Can I finish? You're willing to take a personal.
No, he didn't go. So he took a personal shot at him, and then he said, "Put your effing glasses back on." To me, that hits different. To me, that's like George Floyd when the police officer had his knee on his neck with his hands in his pocket, just sitting there like this, like, what you gonna do about it? Like, I don't know how George Floyd died, and I'm not trying to get all into that, but right there at that point, and at the point where he just told him to put his glasses back on, that's where you can miss me. That's where the total disrespect was. Like Skip was saying, look, put your dang on glasses. Like, what you gonna do? Put them glasses back on. Like that police officer had his knee in George Floyd's neck. Whether that killed him or not, whether the fentanyl killed him or whatever you want to say, doesn't matter to me. When he did that, when both of them did those moves, that to me said, you don't know who you messing with. What you gonna do? I'm sitting there in my hand, and what? What you gonna do about it? You know what I'm saying? So, and at that point, I felt like the officer got exactly everything he was supposed to get. And at this point, this to me is what when let's play it one more time. When he told him to put them glasses back on, that was deep to me. There we go.
About
you would take a personal.
Put your glasses back
Put
on.
Can I finish?
Back.
You're willing to take a personal shot at me to say this man is better than me because I say he's playing bad this year?
Well, because you just
Go ahead.
You disrespect him. It's
this you disrespect. Like I normally like Skip, but Skip went way too far. Like for me, I mean, I'm not Shannon. I'm not making millions of dollars off this show and all this stuff here. But at the same time, that is deep. That one cut deep. But we're gonna finish this little bit off here. Then we're gonna roll to the next clip.
just so. You know what? It's beneath your
You would
dignity.
disrespect me to support him.
No, well, I'll support him over anybody because he's the greatest player who ever played your game, and it's by far.
Have at it.
Okay,
Take off,
I'm going to have at it because I'm going to have at you because.
Bam, that's number 2. Have at it. I'm gonna have at it because I'm gonna have at you. What? Did y'all not hear that? That is total disrespect. I am gonna have. I mean, he done told him to put his effing glasses back on. Now he jumping at him. I am gonna have at it because I'm gonna have at you. Are you serious? Are you serious? Are we serious, people? Huh? You serious? That is crazy. To me, that is crazy. Oh my God. That was just total disrespect. You know what I'm saying? I am gonna have at it because I'm gonna have at you. Like, what does that even mean? Like, what for real, what does that even mean? I don't even know what Skip was going with that, but I would love to know what that meant.
What happened yesterday?
All right. Cancel that. But that was crazy. That was crazy to me. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna remove that. If I did that right. Okay. I'm getting pretty good at this stuff now. Y'all gonna mess up. Now here's the other one I want to play for y'all. The disrespect from Skip towards Shannon. Oh, this is I messed up. Hold on. Let me let me go back on that. I messed up. Um okay, let me I'm new at this. It's okay. There we go. There we go. All right.
Speculation of why I wasn't on air yesterday, and I won't get into speculation or conjecture, innuendo, but I will say this: watching that game on Monday night, what happened to Damar Hamlin struck me a little different. As a brotherhood in the NFL, when injuries happen, when we know injuries are a part of the game, I've seen guys suffer ACLs and Achilles tear, but I've never seen anybody have to be revived and fight for their life on the field. So it struck me a little differently because I remember seeing my brother paralyzed on the field temporarily, and he was able to regain focus. Skip tweeted something, and although I disagree with the tweet, and hopefully Skip would take it down, but I didn't want it.
Well, time out. I'm not going to take it down
Okay,
because I stand by what I tweeted.
Skip, let me
Okay.
finish.
All right. Okay.
Go ahead.
No, you go.
Go ahead. Let's go, Jen.
Okay.
I mean, I cannot even get through a monologue without you interrupting me.
Okay.
You
Well,
could have came back, Skip.
well, I thought
Skip, just let.
I didn't know you were going to bring up
No,
this.
I was just going to say, Skip. I didn't want to yesterday to get into a situation where Damar Hamlin was the issue. We should have been talking about him and not get into your tweet. That's what I was going to do. But you can't even let me finish my opening monologue without you interrupting.
Okay. I was under the impression you weren't going to bring this up because nobody here had a problem with that tweet.
No, clearly the boss wanted you to offer explanation. So clearly,
No, they did not have. Nobody.
So right there, clearly the bosses want you to offer explanation. What does that mean? I feel like the bosses played Shannon on this. I feel like they knew how Shannon felt about it right off the rip. That's why he didn't come to work. So they knew how he felt about it. I think they kind of helped create this, continuing this beef. Why? For ratings. The ratings have gone through the roof the last few days because people want to see how their interactions are going to be since the first one about the Tom Brady thing. So I believe that the bosses are putting in on this and making it he was that Sim Pocket checking in, call. Love the new format, appreciate it, call. But I think the bosses are are helping this whole situation for ratings. But it might be. I think also Shannon. It's just Shannon's time to go. I think Shannon's been hitting. He's about to go. So things he said. But I think I think it's pretty much over for whenever. I don't know when Shannon's contract up. I mean, but people say, "Oh, well, he ain't gonna go nowhere. He's not gonna leave. He ain't gonna leave that money on the table." At some point, you got to say, "Forget the money." You know what I'm saying? But I think more importantly, Shannon has Shay Shay Club. I've watched that. I've never watched Skip's podcast. How many people? I would be eager to see how many people watch Skip's podcast compared to Shannon. I'm pretty sure Shannon has a ton of investments and his money's taken care of. And then just on YouTube alone, I'm pretty sure that Shannon he's gonna be all right. Sometimes when you're around somebody so long, they really can irk your nerves. I'm not surprised. I mean, I don't know, man. The way that thing went down, that disrespect. Did you see that? He told him to put his effing glasses back on. And like I say, to me, I don't know if you was on when I went over that part, but to me, that just felt like he said when Skip said put your effing glasses back on. To me, that says, what are you gonna do about it? Put your effing glasses. So what you gonna do? The same thing about Derek Chauvin when he put his knee on George Floyd's neck. I don't know. What can I say? I'm not a doctor. I don't know what killed him. Did the fentanyl kill him? Did his knee on his neck kill him? I don't know. But what I do know is the end result was the man died, and then he had his knee on his neck, hands in his pockets, hand tilted. Like, what are you gonna do now? For me, that's what killed it. To me, at that point, I believe Chauvin got everything he deserved. So when in this the last interview now, when Skip said Shannon said have at it, and Skip said I am gonna have at it, and I'm gonna have at you. That went to a whole nother level. You know what I'm saying? This part here, like a lot of people, they doing compressions on the man. He supposedly, died on the field. And that's a different ball game. You know what I'm saying? Like I've seen somebody doing compressions on a person, they end up passing it. It hit different. It does hit different, but then now you're talking about a teammate. You know what I'm saying? So, and then Skip comes out and say something like that, and then he say the bosses. Shannon says the bosses wanted an explanation. On the flip side, Skip is saying that they was okay with it. So I think they're playing the middleman to create controversy. That's what I think. I think they're creating controversy because maybe this show is coming to an end. But like I say, Shannon has I think he has the pedigree. I think he handled it cool, just like Chris Rock with the slap. He handled himself cool, so he's not gonna. If he get hired anywhere else, they're not gonna, look at him like he's crazy. You know what I'm saying? He will have an ability to get hired somewhere else if he wants to, or he can just continue to do Club Shay Shay and other little things. I'm pretty sure he got, endorsements. I know he got some endorsements. He didn't hurt any of that. So I think Shannon would be all right if he leave. And obviously he gonna be all right if he stay. But a lot of people saying he need to leave. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just saying, I think it's over. I think whenever Shannon's contract is up, he out of there. I don't think he's gonna, risk getting rid of his contract. And to be honest, I wouldn't be shocked if he go do some work with LeBron or something. I wouldn't be shocked at all. But Shannon, he gonna take care of Shannon. Shannon definitely gonna take care of Shannon. But this right here, I think this was I think the last one really was the tip of the iceberg. Yeah, you be around people so long and tempers get flared up. But I think there's certain lines you just don't cross. You know what I'm saying? You get in an argument with your wife, there's certain words you just don't say to her. Or a wife getting an argument with a husband, same thing. There's certain phrases and words and things you don't say. And I think Skip crossed the line twice. No, 3 times. I think he crossed the line 3 times. The last time when he told him to put his effing glasses back on, and then Skip said, "No, I'm gonna have at you." And then even this time, wouldn't let the man even finish saying what he was saying before you. Like, no, I ain't gonna delete the tweet. I stand on what I said. If he want to stand on it, he want to stand on it. But Shannon, the relationship they have, Shannon is expecting him to delete it. obviously, because I don't think he would have said it. Or maybe he knew he wouldn't delete it and really didn't care, but just to put it out there that he wanted him to delete it. Who knows? But I think at the end of the day, the executives at this company, Fox Sports 1, whatever they're on, are fueling the fire for some reason. For some reason. It might be Skip's end. You know, Skip is up there in age. I don't know how old he is though. Probably 60 something. So we'll see. We'll see where this thing's gonna head. And that's pretty much all I have for the night. I'm gonna get my football picks, my playoff picks, my Super Bowl picks before the first game of the playoffs, which I'm pretty sure is gonna be Saturday. And just to recap, I think of all the Florida teams, in my personal opinion, the Dolphins have the best opportunity to go to that next level. If we want to talk about Super Bowl, I would say the Dolphins have the best opportunity, then the Jazz, then the Bucks. Well, I'm gonna say okay, the Dolphins, then the Bucks, then the Jazz. And the only reason I give the Bucks that is because we do have a very talented team. You know, when we're talking running back, when we're talking wide receivers, tight ends, the quarterback obviously is the GOAT. When you're talking that, I think we have a very talented team. But boy, Tua and them boys over there, Tua healthy, Tyreek healthy, Waddle healthy. Ooh, that's some stuff to deal with. You know what I'm saying? So I think of the 3-4 of the teams, and the only reason I even put the Bucks over Jacksonville is only because really we've been there. This team has been to the playoffs the last 3 years, won one Super Bowl, and they got Tom Brady. That's the only reason I put them there. Any other quarterback, I might not put them there outside of, Aaron Rodgers or top tier quarterback like that. And Jacksonville's just young. The quarterback is young. The running back is young, which the running back typically doesn't matter as much. And I just think they're an up and coming team, and they're going to be a problem. I do think they're going to be a problem because I did want my Bucks to pick up Lawrence, as he came out, but that didn't happen. We got Tom Shady, won a Super Bowl, can't be mad. Been to the playoffs every year he's been here. Just give the team some excitement. So can't hate on that. So that being said, folks, definitely Wednesday. I think I'm gonna push for 8:00 Wednesday night. We're gonna have a special guest. Man, y'all don't want to miss that one. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, in studio. I gotta go pick him up now. Well, not now, but in studio special guest. You don't want to miss it. Trust me. This one to kick off 2023. Really, this one gonna make me 2-3. I'm still 4-5 right now, and when I'm talking 4-5, I'm talking in Jordan sense. I'm 4-5. I'm Michael Jordan 4-5 when he came back. Lost against Orlando, but I'm about to be 2-3. And 2-3 when he came back, went 72-10 and won the championship 3 in a row, baby. So that's what I'm about to be. So with that being said, man, you know what I'm saying? We out of here. Y'all know how we do it. Yeah. Hey, y'all go get that music, man. Like I say, they don't make it like that no more over there. They don't make it like that no more.
Been through a lot. This moment right here. Yeah. It's for the grown and sexy.
Yeah, y'all done heard this before. Hey. Yeah.
I won't stop till I find my lady. Is she you? Sick and tired of wondering, is my special lady waiting for a love that's true? No waiting, no doubt, no playing around, yeah. There is no pre-now, just affection and commitment. If you're out there listening, I'm calling you, girl. Yeah. Said I'm looking for love. Said I'm searching for love. I need a love face right until I'm finished. I won't stop till I find my lady. Is she you? In our relationships, left with memories past tense, yeah. So what do? I'm holding on. No, I let them go. I've searched the world over. Yet she's still undiscovered. I refuse to quit now. I made it my vow. And that is why I'm ready for love. Have you seen her? Have you seen my baby? I'm ready for love. I need a love to face life. Baby, baby. I need a love. I need a love. Need your love. Yeah. I'm gonna find my lady. Yeah. There's a need of love, baby. There's a
All right, folks, we out.